Hey, if you are a business that still gets form submissions from your website or some other place, maybe social media, and you're still inputting the information manually into your CRM, a Google Sheet, an Excel form, you are doing it wrong. There's a better way. There's a way that you can automate it completely so that you get all your information from the Google form. You can put it into a Google Sheet and you can send your customer an email immediately as a local business. I'm going to build out an entire system in this video showing how you can automate that entire process by getting their information through a Google form, tracking it in your CRM or Google Sheet, as well as sending an email follow-up to your customer right away so that they can book a call, they can, book a service with you and get that speed to lead right away. So let's go ahead and build it out for you live. I see the value in doing it live versus, just showing you the finished product so that you as a service business owner, you as a local business owner can actually build it out yourself step by step. So let's get into it here. I am on a platform right now that is next to free called make.com. I think it is free to a certain extent. So let's say I'm using a Google form, and in this video, I'm going to use the example of a home cleaning business. So let's start with that. Google form is what I'm going to start here. I do like Make because it's very visual. So what I'm going to do to start, I'm going to go watch responses here. I'm going to go and I'm going to find the form that I'm using. So what I see for especially home cleaning businesses, they have some kind of form on their website. You fill out some information of your contact and really what you're looking for, and they're going to send you a quote via email or text or whatever it is. And what I see is it takes way too long. The person is going in, they're checking the information, they think, oh, I'll give a quote for this much. No, scratch that. You can automate the entire thing, even using ChatGPT in this, which I will show you how to do. So let's go in here. I'm going to search for the form name. So I've created one. I'm going to call it cleaning one. I'm going to do that there. It's going to find the form ID here, or it should at least. Okay, it's not, oh, I'm on the wrong email. So what you're going to do, you want to make sure you're on the right email. So I'm going to do that there. I'm going to search. This should work now. I'm going to go cleaning one. That's my form that I have. So it has the form ID here. Perfect. We can go save. And really, I want this video to be something you can follow along with so that you as a business owner, you're like, I don't get any of this. No, I'm going to show you how. There's no excuse anymore. I can show you how to build it out. I can show you how to automate the entire thing, especially as a home cleaning business. So it's going to ask me, where do I want to start? For now, I'm just going to go from now on, but maybe you have forms in the past that have been submitted and you still want to track that kind of data. So I'm going to go from just now on. So I'm going to go save, and then boom, I have that there. The next step in this is going to be, I'm going to put the information into a Google Sheets. So I'm going to add a row. Every time someone fills out the form, it's going to add a row into my Google Sheets. Again, this could be go high level in your CRM, HubSpot, anything like that. But to keep it simple, I'll show for Google Sheets. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to select by the ID. I'm on the right email here. I'm going to go cleaning one. That's my sheet that I want. Sheet number one. And then I have headers here. This is already in my Google Sheet. I've already created headers in the first row. So I can fill this out here once the information comes through. So the first part we need to do is we actually need to test that the information is coming through properly in this system. So I'm going to leave this for now. I'm going to click out. I'm just going to save anyway. We want to do that. So I'm going to go into the Google form that I have here that I made. Very basic. Someone obviously would have something, more intense for their own business. You got their contact info and the cleaning service that they want. So I'm just going to fill it out here and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've submitted the form. So this is going every 1 minute at this point. It is on, it is scheduled, so it should run in like 45 seconds. But if I just click run once, we can get it through going right away. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to click run once. Actually, I'm just going to go on this module here, and I'm going to click run this module only. So it's completed. We got the green check. We got the one coming in here. We can tell that the information is coming through. We can even see the time that I filled out the form. So that is perfect. What I can do here, I can go into my Google Sheet. And so I have everything coming in here. This is all the responses from the Google form. So I have a name section. I'm going to fill these out one by one. So I'm going to go text answers. I don't know why it's so far down. Okay, so it should be the information just not coming through right away. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually delete this module. I'm just going to restart. The information comes all the way through. Right now it's just kind of stopping at the Google form right here. So I'm going to go add a row. Again, correct email, spreadsheet ID. We're going to go cleaning one sheet. Should have the information coming through now. So I'll go sheet one. and the name. So if I go name here, text answers, there we go. Answers and values. So sometimes you just have to delete the module. It's kind of weird the way the information comes through. Email, so I'm going to fill out each of these according to the information that's come in. I know this looks confusing. It was confusing a lot for me at the start, but just copy what I'm doing and you will get the exact same result. Text answers, answers value. It's going to be the email, phone number. I didn't put my real number in. Don't call me. Address we got here. We're going to go text answers, answers, and that. And final thing is the cleaning service that somebody would fill out in a form. So we got that here. And again, the goal is to automate this entire process so you can give your quote, you can give a response to your lead immediately and not wait 20, 30 minutes. And by that point, they found another company already. And so we're going to hit save. Very important to save the entire thing often. So we have that going here. And so if I run this thing again, and I'll try from, I might have to fill out the form again to go through it, but let's just see if it goes. Yeah, so it's just going to give me the same thing. So I'm going to have to fill it out one more time. And that way we can see the information coming through the Google form all the way into the Google Sheet, and then we'll see how that looks there. So I'm going to fill this out one more time. Okay, so I filled out the form. Let's run through it here and see how it comes through on the other side for our Google Sheet. So I'm going to click run once to do it immediately. Boom, appears to be good. Let's check. Okay, awesome. So I have everything that I need here. Just going to move there we go. So I have my name, my email. Again, this would be the customer information that they filled out on a website or maybe a form from social media. So I have their contact information, and I have the service that they want. So if I go back into here, a couple of things that we can do. So like I mentioned, sometimes you want to send a quote right away. That's very helpful, and you don't want to do it manually every single time, nor do you need to. So I'm going to go to OpenAI, this module, and I'm going to go generate a completion. And so what this is going to do looks very confusing at first. All I'm doing is, pretend this is ChatGPT. I'm going to send a prompt that says, if they pick this service, if they give this information, this is the price that you need to output. So, and that's going to be the quote that I'm going to send them actually. Model here, honestly, it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of good things that you can pick from. For now, I'm just going to go GPT-4o. One of the best models to use at this point. Of course, GPT-5 is good. It's just a little bit more expensive. So what I can do here is the user. So I'm going to tell who it is. So I'm going to say, you are my intelligent AI assistant that is an expert in generating quotes for a home cleaning business. And so I'm just telling you who it is at this point. So that's good enough for now. We're going to go add a message here, and we're going to go developer system, text content. I'm going to say your task is to generate a quote based on the form submission that came in. And then you're kind of just talking to it like it's ChatGPT. So I'm going to say, if the cleaning service they requested is the following, answer with the correct amount. Then I'm going to go in here, I'm going to say, if it comes out as, do it like this, if it comes out as, I just want to check the options actually, I don't remember. We got one ongoing, I'm just going to copy this, ongoing, clean, week, the price is, it doesn't matter, you can put 150, it could be whatever. I'll say if it comes out as 1 hour deep clean, the price is 200. And if it comes out as move out clean, something a little bit more expensive, price is 500. Boom. And so we do need to tell it the context. It doesn't even know what it's pulling from at this point. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I'm going to go context here, and I can just click, and pull the information that comes through here. So it's going to be the cleaning service that they requested. If I go answer and I go value, so now every time the automation goes, the context that it's pulling from is going to be the value that they submitted here. So if it's a move out clean, I've told it, hey, if it comes out as move out clean, the price is 500. And so I'm going to go down here a little bit. I'll just say rules and guidance. So now I'm just telling it specifically what do I want. So I'm going to say only output a price range. Actually, I should say price amount. I'm going to say don't ever output anything other than a price. And I will say, I'll just put an example here because the examples are really the best way that it's going to know what you want. So oops. For example, I'm just going to say 500. Boom. So now it knows, what it can kind of output. What can it expect? It has the context. It has an example. That should be good here. And just to make sure, I'm going to put these in quotes, just so it knows, and make it very exact. So move out clean. 1 hour deep clean, it is capitalized. So I'm just going to make sure that that works. That way there's no confusion. We do want to make it as clear as possible. Ongoing per week. I didn't capitalize that, but that's fine. So that should be good there. So I'm going to go max output tokens. Really nothing else is that important in this thing. There's a lot more advanced things that you can do, but for what we're doing, this is great. I'm going to go save. I'm going to save this again. The next part is going to be a router. Nothing special about this at all. It just kind of splits the flow we want. And so the goal of this automation is to send an email, number one, to our customer, and number two, to ourselves as the business owner to know that we got a form submission coming in. So whatever email provider you're using, mine is Gmail. I'm going to go send an email here. So I have the correct email, and then we're going to send it to, from the Google form, the email that they used. So we're sending it to their correct email. Subject, I'll just say something as basic as, here is your cleaning quotes. We're going to add the body content, so the text. So we're going to go, hey, and we want to make it personal. So we're going to go, hey, name. I'll do that. Sometimes you need to put a paragraph break, in which case you do something like this. Oops, sorry, like this to really break it. But I think they've updated that it should be good. If you just hit return, it should, add that break there. So I'm going to say, thanks for checking us out. I see that you requested, you would obviously make this a lot more formal than I am. I see that you requested, and we're going to go say the cleaning services that they had. I see that you requested our, I'm going to put value, so it's going to say move out clean. Our quote for that kind of service is going to be, and then I'm going to put the response, or the result, I should say. So this is what ChatGPT is going to output. And so it's going to output the price. And so if they want the move out clean, I think I put 500, it'll be 500. So that's where the 500 is going to go. And so you can make this a few different ways. Something that's a bit more realistic is you would say, probably you want the square footage of the area that they want cleaned in their home or something like that. So you can tell ChatGPT in the module, if the square footage is in this range and they're requesting this kind of service, then you know exactly how to craft a quote for them, and maybe you put it in some kind of range. It's 200 to 500, and it can output that. And so we're going to send this in here, and you could say something like, please book a spot with us here. They're very limited, but I'm going to do that there. And then you can put a Calendly link, whatever it is you use to actually book the spot. And then we don't need to add a signature at all, because if we go down to here, whatever email signature you have on Gmail, you can just type in there and it'll go. So yeah, we have that there. This is going to send to our customer. We can go ahead and click save. I'm going to save again. And then we're going to go Gmail. And this is the email that we're going to send to ourselves. So I have the correct email here. to, you're not going to put any kind of value in. You're just going to type your own email. Subject, you're going to say form submission for home cleaning. That way, you know, when you get an email, oh, someone just filled out the form, you know, I'm going to keep that on the top of my mind. Maybe I'll follow up with them in 24 hours, whatever it is, whatever you have to do, but at least you know that someone filled it out. Body contents, you can say, I'll just put their name. So I could say something like their name here, just filled out a form for home cleaning. They want, and I'll put the service that they want so I know. Answers right there. It's a little bit tedious, but you get the point. Boom. Their phone number is, and I'll put their phone number. Text answers, answers value. So call them and schedule them in, if they didn't already, from the booking link. So we have that there. Don't really need an email signature. You could add it if you wanted. Again, I'm just trying to make this, you know, as foundational as possible so that you as a business owner who doesn't do this stuff on a regular basis like myself, you can really copy this video. I'm actually going to give you the entire JSON, which is just a form of code that you can just paste into this platform called Make. Really, I'll save here, save again. And so I can go export blueprint. It's going to copy that. I'll put that in the link below, and you can import this blueprint into your make.com file, and everything will be populated. All you have to do is change the values, you know, kind of change the form that you're using. So you would add a different form. You might cater this towards, you know, a different kind of business that you have, or just add a little bit more rules. You have the framework for going about it at this point. So I believe we have everything set up here. Should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and save one more time. And now I'm going to run through it one more time. So this is what the flow looks like. So just to walk through, someone's going to fill out a form. The information is going to come through. We're putting that into our CRM, for now, Google Sheets. We're using a ChatGPT module to kind of see, you know, what's the information that came in. And so that we know we can generate a quote right away, and we can send that in an email to them. Hey, here's your quote. You have it right away. They can get that in minutes, as opposed to you, the business owner, getting it in. Oh, they want this, this, and this. I'll say, you know, probably $500. No, systemize it, make it automatic, send it to them so that in 30 minutes and an hour, they haven't already booked something with another company. You get to them faster. That's now your client. We're actually going to send an email to ourselves as well, so we know, hey, someone's filled this out. Maybe I call them right away. Maybe I follow up with them in 24 or 48 hours. So I'm going to save this here. And I have this running every 1 minute. I think that's a good time. You can have it run on demand, but every 1 minute is good. It'll still be quick enough to respond to them, but give a little bit of delay so it doesn't seem too automatic. And so you can make this as personalized as you want for the email. So I'm going to fill out this form one more time, and then we'll see the flow of how it works, how it looks, and check the email that I got to see that it's working. Okay, so I've just submitted the form. I'm going to click run once again just to get it through right away. Again, we could wait the 50 seconds, but just so you know, I'm going to run once. Great, we see the information comes in. It's going to the Google Sheet. Let's check. Awesome, came in. We can see the kind of service it did. I changed it up, so let's see how the pricing looks, how it kind of outputted. It's done this, which we'll see in the email, and then email here. So I'm going to go into my email and just go right into it and see what it said. Okay, so we're on it here. It's looking good. Hey, first name. We can do a little bit of fixing. Just type into ChatGPT, hey, how do I parse a full name into a first name? That's something I can show in another video as well. But we say, hey, first name, you know, make it personal. Thanks for checking us out. You requested the service that we put in there. Looks great. Our quote for that kind of service is going to be $150. Is that what we wanted? Let's go in and check. If I go in here, that's exactly what we wanted. Not messy at all. They get their quote right away. Again, you could put a range, say 150 to 300, depending on square footage, whatever it is, and then book a spot with us here. Again, I didn't put anything in, but you can put your Calendly link. Maybe you have a spot on your website, whatever it is. And then we have my email signature here. And so let's go and check the one that came to me, the business owner. Awesome. So we see that we got it here. Form submission for home cleaning. You know, the name, just filled out a form for home cleaning. They want X service. Their phone number is whatever it is, to call them and schedule them in. Perfect. So we can really see the flow of how it's working and how quick that is. The form gets submitted, and this is done within 2 minutes or less, probably closer to 30 seconds, if I'm being more exact. And so that is one way that you, as a local business owner, if you do some kind of quotes, if you do some kind of form submission, you can absolutely take that out of the equation, set this up once, have it done and running, make it better as you go. And something that I always recommend to the people that I work with, you need to automate your business one step at a time. Focus on what's most important, yes, but a small win here, a small win here. Pretty much your whole business is running on AI, and you can focus on the things that matter. Focus on your employees, focus on your customers, and make the most money and give the most value. And so if you are a local business owner in the Saskatchewan area and you are looking to implement AI or some kind of automation in your business, I do 30-minute free consults. So you can book a call in the link below in the description and jump on a call with me. I can let you know all the best AI tools to use for your specific business, your specific industry. We can kind of talk about how AI looks, the opportunities that are, able for your business to make more money, to save more time, or if you were trying to set something else up like this yourself, some kind of automation, and you're like, I'm just stuck on this one part. I can't Google it. I can't ChatGPT it. Book a call with me. I'd be happy to help you completely free and show you how to fix anything like that. My name is Isaiah Richter. Thank you for watching. I hope you got value out of this video, and God bless. Have an amazing day.